Hello and welcome to the 20th episode of Fractured Kingdom. Before we start, there are a few things we need to go over. First off, if you have not subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? It's free and all it takes is one click. Second of all, while Pete has been gone for the last couple of months on paternity leave, we are excited to announce that he will be back for next week's episode. But for this week's game, we are joined by a very special guest, our friend Berman.
Ooh, Berman, they them.
Okay.
Yay!
Worms.
Alright, and without further ado, let us begin. Last we left off, the Crown Gall was in the city of Anatoli after the evil Cult of Tashan tried and failed to kidnap the party's ward Emma. With the half-elf sorcerer's mind being attacked by the mysterious astral hive mind some call the Nightmare Collective, the party sought help for her from the church and from Eastmarch University. To their surprise, the king also took interest in Emma's situation and her ability to open fractures to other planes, so much so that he sent members of his personal guard to help protect Emma. The party then set their eyes on their next quest for Michelmas' Cleric order, convincing an ancient copper dragon to hand over two powerful swords, which would greatly aid the church in the second impending fracture war. Ori sewed up a very comical gold dragon costume for Ash to wear, and after a 5-day journey south, the party finally found the lair of the dragon named Riyellis. To their surprise, Riyellis was blind. The party still put on their show about their previous ancient dragon encounter, dubbed the Roast of Ravinarde. Thanks to the show and some jokes at Michelmas' expense, Riyellis revealed that he hid the swords in a cave filled with ghouls and ghasts, as that would be the last place where anyone would look for the weapons. So now, on the evening of the 20th of Sunpeak, the party is standing outside the entrance to the said ghoul-filled cave when everyone hears movement behind a nearby boulder.
Did everyone see that or hear that?
Does it sound like a creature movement, like multiple, like 4-footed creature?
Make a perception check.
Did we see our little bird friend? To take a look
Yeah,
at?
have we seen, I forgot.
Sparrow friend.
Sparrow friend, yeah.
Ori, it sounds like there's some kind of feral animal behind the boulder, and looking around, you do not actually see Sparrow Friend.
Aw. Alright, yeah, I think there's something behind that boulder. I mean, we probably should scare it off so it doesn't, like, attack us from behind or something. Right?
Get the horses, yeah.
All right. Yeah, protect the horses too, so it doesn't go after the horses.
Mickey, do you want to keep the horses calm, and I can maybe flank it and see if I can see what's there?
Why don't you
I'm gonna move around this side of this boulder, and can I see anything over there?
Yes, you can, Ash. As you move over there and look behind that boulder, you see a bear, and interestingly, on top of the bear, you see there's a goblin riding the bear. So, Berman, please describe what your character looks like.
Right, well, my character, you see a little goblin who has, well, the first distinctive thing about this little goblin is, aside from their fancy duds, is they are wearing just these huge goggles that make their eyes just like, wow, that goblin must have horrible eyes. I can see right into their very soul of their pupils. And they appear to have like a huge backpack that's like strapped to the saddle of the bear at the moment, and like with a bunch of just gear on it, which what appears interesting about the gear, a lot of stuff like there's like some map or scroll holders or some and some like little instruments poking out that look like they're used to like measure distances and stuff. And also just like some bunch of tools hanging off some straps on belts that they're wearing around themselves that don't look exactly like for fighting. They look more for like excavating something, or like maybe like little brushes for dusting stuff off, and little maybe some like chisels or picks or something. And they also have like a nice, lightly sparkly, interesting looking pickaxe strapped to their belt. And yeah, just a short little goblin. They don't have much hair on their head, and unclear if it's just natural goblin age balding or if it's shaved head that's starting to grow back. appear to be just like digging through their bag right now, looking for, or you don't know what they're digging for, the bag strapped to the bear. And they also have some like really nice armor that's like strapped onto the bear at the moment too. Goblin size armor, not bear armor. A bear sadly does not have armor.
Is this a full-size bear?
Yes. I say this bear, could not have a full-grown grizzly bear, so let's just say it looks like a grizzly bear because I like the shape of grizzly bears better than black bears, but it's like the biggest a medium creature can be, not full grizzly bear size.
Alright.
So the goblin does not look, I guess, armed and dangerous to me?
To you, Ash, no.
Okay. Who goes there? What are you doing?
And the goblin, like, stumbles and falls off the bear.
Is someone there?
Yes, that's me.
And this goblin kind of toddles off from behind the rock, kind of like pulling their, oh yeah, they have really puffy pants. Pulling their puffy pants a bit more back up because we'll fall and must them all up. Ugh, no, can't have puffy pants. Okay, but anyways, so yes, this little goblin hobbles up behind, is like,
Hello. My name is Mimish. You can call me Mimi. I'm here with Barnabald. We're just passing through here on our way to an excavation, or we hope to be an excavation site. Who might you be? I'm being very cordial explaining things. You look like very busy adventurers, so just don't want any miscommunications happening at this moment.
Yeah, we're just in the area. My name's Ori. Nice to meet you, Mimi.
Pleasure to meet you too.
and they adjust their goggles a little bit because they also got skewed when falling off a bear.
What kind of excavation is it? Like, what are you trying to excavate?
I'm an archaeologist, and I'm looking for just. I heard there was some like interesting.
Just a second. Darn it! You sent me a great information thing. Sorry about this.
Let me look in my schematic my journal very fast. There's so many things I'm excavating. What is in this cave? I found text from a historian around a few that was from a few centuries ago that theorized that there's something very important in this cave here. Just some archaeology, just some ruins that could point to explanations of some ancient beings. It's probably all very boring to you adventure folks. You experience the adventures. You don't need to research the history and such.
I hope it's clear that the stuttering is part of the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, were you planning on looking in that cave over there? Because we heard that cave was full of ghouls, and it could be dangerous.
Oh, well, yes, I'm well aware of these conditions, but as you can see, I have, my friend Barnabald here,
Gestures toward the bear,
who is very proficient in common, and I'm quite good myself with,
and it puts their hand on their pickaxe and just like pats it, like
it's a much better tool than it appears to be in both for digging and for digging into enemies, so to say.
And they don't actually appear to be nervous. The talking is just kind of how they talk.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also gesture to the armor that's on the bear.
I also have this armor that I'm very proficient with it. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be quite safe in the cave, and Barnabal will be quite safe too.
So you're not looking for any like weapons, right? You're looking for like old buildings. That's what you mean by ruins?
Well, we'll just have to see what we find in there. It's not quite clear what exactly is in there, but there's just some. Well, it's hard to say what ruins are in there just from the descriptions of the text. It was very mysterious. But no, I don't believe any weapons. Just historical evidence of events long past, of the non-weapon variety. Hopefully.
Oh. Well, then we should just go all together.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Out. I mean, as long as we don't have cross purposes, it sounds like you're not going in there with the reason we're going in there, so no reason to stop you or not help each other out.
Yes, that sounds most excellent. Yes, I haven't combated ghouls before, so yes, I would appreciate the help, or I suppose help you.
Ori's smile becomes a little bit strange. She's like, we have some experience with the undead, so certainly.
Can I do an insight check on Mimi to see if they are telling the truth about why they want to go into the cave?
Sure, make an insight check. You think they're telling the truth, Ash, but it's a little hard to tell just with their general demeanor and speaking habits.
Okay.
Sorry, you said your bear's name is Barnabold?
Yes, Barnable the bear.
Oh, wonderful. What a sweetheart. That's Special K. And Ori gestures to one of the horses.
It's at this point Dash will slowly walk up right next to Barnabold and look up at the bear, somewhat confused why there's a bear right here next to a goblin.
Oh, don't mind him, that's just Dash. He likes to blink around, so if he disappears and comes back, that's just what he does.
Hearing that, Dash will poof out and blink out and appear right next to you, Ash.
He's a good boy. We also have Bartholomew, but we just call him Bart, and Kendari and Davis are the other horses. Oh yeah, and that's Mickey, standing by the horses. I probably should have introduced him first.
I'll wave.
I promise he's more important to me than the horses. Not that Special K isn't important to me. I'm just, okay, why don't we go to the cave now?
Yeah, I think we should
that
dive
sounds like
in.
a great idea.
What is the marching order as the party heads into the cave?
I do want to establish that Ori wants to use the movable rod to secure the horses' reins to the side of the rock or something like that. Secure them.
You
Good
got
idea. I'll probably go first.
Have we seen any tracks of any predators, like wolves or lions or?
it. Make a survival check.
10, not good.
Looking around, Mickey, you do find a couple tracks of a somewhat large predator, then you realize they're probably just Barnabold's tracks.
Okay.
I mean, Ori would like to stay behind Mari.
Alright.
Right behind Mari.
Mimi, who is a small size, so can get on medium creatures, will ride Barnabald. And
Cute.
if I could make it small. Okay, I'll just pretend Mimi's on there. Mimi will take up the rear, I suppose. Or wait.
You think?
I think you're standing at the front now.
Oh, never mind. Actually,
I'm quite proficient in defending others. Would you mind if I stood closer to the front?
Come on up.
By all means.
alright.
Go for it.
Almost as if I made this character with specific stats in mind, because I know which type of character is missing from your party at the moment.
Weird.
Man, you're not supposed to say it out loud.
Metagaming.
Sorry. Okay,
Immersion
metagaming
broken.
off.
Session failed.
I am ejected from the Discord group.
No! We are injected to the cave.
All right.
And as the party is walking into the cave, Ori hears the voice of Riddick in her right ear say, "Alright, you know what to do, right? Just think happy thoughts and not think about any
You
terrible...
know, saying it out loud is going to not help, actually. I don't think you saying that to me is helpful. This is in her head. She does not say this out loud.
Malin will speak up in your other ear and just say, "Oh, just think happy thoughts and you'll be okay. Nothing to worry about, right?"
I guess that means you two should shut up for a little while.
There's an awkward moment of silence in your head, Ori, and then Riddick will say, "Well, I mean, you didn't have to put it that way."
Oh, come, you can't take a joke? Now you can't take a joke? Jeez. I appreciate the forewarning, even if it wasn't delivered the most elegantly.
And with the party heading into the cave, let's have Ash and Mari make perception checks, as you two are in front.
Nice. Oh!
Twins.
With Ash and Mari leading the way, the party quickly finds that there is a small, almost maze-like series of tunnels inside this cave system. But as you're going by, both of them notice faint chalk marks of arrows which seem to point back towards the entrance of the cave. It appears that sometime, somewhat recently, as the chalk is still there, but still somewhat faded, Mari and Ash do notice arrows which have been left by an adventurer who previously ventured through these caverns.
So that must be pointing out. So I think we should follow the arrows, I guess, in the opposite direction. So keep looking for arrows on the walls and go that way.
Branch much?
Do we hear any of the promised ghouls or smell them?
So far, no. You do not hear or smell any ghouls, and there are several branches that branch off every few hundred feet.
Is this ground pretty like solid rock, or is there much like dirt in here at all?
It's a mix of dirt and rock.
So are there any footprints that go kind of along with the chalk marks?
Not that Mari and Ash could find, no.
Alright.
Is there any way with my character's expert archaeology skills and historical knowledge to ascertain how old these chalk marks are, like with any of the tools they have?
Make an investigation check.
All right.
And are these tunnels like single file at this point, or are they wide enough for us to
The
be
tunnels vary between roughly 10 and 15 feet wide.
Okay.
For ceiling-wise, they're roughly 8 feet tall, sometimes a little bit taller. But with a 16 Mimi, you think they were at least 6 months old, but you're not quite sure exactly when the arrows were left.
All right, so these don't appear to be ancient markings. So, I mean, sometimes there are cave paintings that are hundreds or even hundreds of thousands years old that may remain on the wall for very long amounts of time. But no, these appear to be quite fresh.
Have you seen hundreds of thousands of year old paintings?
Oh yes. I hear whispers that there might be some in this very cave, or well, more like whispers through text. Scribbles.
Actually, Mimi, I probably should have told you this, but the actual age of this planet is on the order of magnitude of 10,000 some years.
Okay, so not 100,000 years old, just 10,000 years old. So dating back potentially to the very beginning of our world.
Wow.
Not too many of those. I haven't seen too many of those. Not sure how many exist, but
I'm just not invading the lore anymore.
No, it's fine. I just didn't want to come up with millions of years of backstory or back history
No, understand.
for my world. But with that knowledge that these are not ancient arrows, the party continues on, following the reverse direction of the arrows. As they're moving forward, eventually, Ash up front does hear a strange sound, almost of something eating, that seems to be quietly echoing through the cavern walls. As the party moves forward, they come across a very strange sight along this tunnel. They see, while the tunnel seems to continue off and curving around to the left, over on the right side, there is a deep, almost slant to a hole that's right next to them. It appears to go down roughly 60 feet. It's not at a straight downwards angle, but it looks to be about 70 degrees. But at the bottom of this strange ramp, they see there is a gray-skinned humanoid figure that appears to be eating something off of a bone in the midst of a few giant piles of random bones that have been thrown down on the ground.
So does this seem to continue as like a tunnel past this slope and past this creature? Or does it kind of come to a dead end?
Make a perception check.
So really fast, I forgot to mention, as they're entering the cave, could I have Mimi have been donning air armor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Looking over, or you're not quite sure. There's not a very wide part of the path that's still available for you to walk past this steep incline.
I mean, it looks like we could try sneaking past it.
Yeah, it looks kind of dangerous down there. There's definitely a creature.
As Ash stands on the edge and looks down, he sees the gray-skinned creature stops eating and turns its head to look up at you. You see, Ash, it doesn't have pupils in its eyes, but just solid gray eyes. It looks up. And after seeing you, it drops its bone and starts trying to, but quickly failing, sliding back down as it tries desperately to climb up the weird slope towards you.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't think we're gonna want to fall down there. That would be not good.
Can I pick up a loose rock and throw it at the thing?
Sure, make a dexterity check, Ori.
Yeah.
Ori throws the small pebble which hits the ghoul right between its eyes. It lets out a loud "Arrgh," and tries even harder to climb its way up the wall, but it's pretty obvious it's never going to be able to climb out of it.
Idiot.
Yeah.
So
Does
this
anybody?
part connects to the other tunnel. Is there any like ledge or anything to like get to this other side?
There is a ledge. It's roughly 1.5 feet wide.
Yeah. Anybody have any rope?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me some and I'll try to get across with the rope and then everyone else can follow.
Mm-hmm. Too bad we use the immovable rod for the horses now, I'm thinking.
I can fly.
Yeah, if you could
Rope
fly over,
over.
I suppose. Or you could just fly over and see if that tunnel goes anywhere.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my.
Is there
wings
anywhere
to-
we could anchor the rope on our side pretty securely?
Looking
leg
over on your side, you do
might-
not see any great points to anchor the
Ugh.
rope.
Artable could potentially hold the rope for you folks.
I'm just also worried about getting back then. Like, if we can't just leave the rope here secure.
I
Unless you
fly.
want Barnable just to sit here over the whole time? Are you gone?
No, I prefer my friend to come along with me. You're right.
My thoughts always go to the boat. Can we use
No.
the folding boat?
No,
I mean, it's
I
not a
don't
bad
think so.
thing to think about, I guess.
Unfortunately, Mari, it appears that your folding boat is a little too wide to
Yeah,
fit on the ledge. You'd probably just fall down the hole.
That makes sense.
probably just slide down the
Yeah.
slope, is my
And we
guess.
don't want to give that thing an option to climb up either.
No.
Okay,
or
well,
give it a nice boat. Doesn't deserve that.
do you want me to? Should I? Go
Should
back
we
and
go
get the
back
rod?
and get the immovable rod? Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Or just, I mean, we
How
don't
do-
even know if that
how does
tunnel
the
goes
rod-
anywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna either have
Right.
to go down with that thing or up over there. I feel like I'd rather go up than
I don't know how
straight
the rod
down.
helps Barnabald get across, anyways, either. Let me fly over there first and see. How does everybody feel about that? See if it looks like.
It goes somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I fly over.
Make a perception check, Mari.
Well.
As you fly over, the tunnel continues. You're not quite sure how far it goes. Also, interestingly, you do not see any more arrows over on that side.
Uh-huh.
No arrows. Well, I don't see them, but with a 9, they might be there.
So you don't know you rolled a 9.
Yeah, true.
I think, yeah, we might have to just go down.
Do you see anything, Mari?
Can I fly? Let me fly down over the thing down there and see.
Stay out of his reach.
Yeah, I'll stay out of its reach, but like,
Can I just start taking pot shots at this thing with Eldritch Blast?
Well, wait. If you don't mind, could I attempt to speak to the creature?
Oh.
I know a few languages. Maybe one of them would come in handy.
I mean, sure.
Sure. Can those things speak?
Only one way to find out.
And then standing on Barnabald, Mimi, close to the edge as he can get without both of them slipping down into the abyss. Mimi looms over the edge and goes,
Sorry.
Excuse me, person down there, deep in the dark.
first in common, and then repeats the same message in Goblin, Giant, and Deep Speech.
Oh.
After repeating the greeting in all your different languages, the ghoul seems to have a more rabid response after speaking to it in deep speech.
Oh, it appears I might have piqued its interest with the last language I tried. Greetings again. Hopefully non-foe. Hello.
Sing to get any response of talking.
The ghoul lets out a few hungry noises and also slowly yells out the deep speech word for food.
Can you wave to it? See if it recognizes hand signals?
I'll try, and they wave at the ghoul. Okay, I suppose, yeah, ghoul.
It appears waving at the ghoul has only made it try once again to climb up the wall.
Would you be willing to trade information for perhaps some food? Food that isn't us?
Said in deep speech.
Food.
It does not appear that the being the ghoul, as it were, is very interested in trading information for food and appears to think we are food. So
Ori shoots it with Eldritch Blast.
Make your attack rolls.
Oh.
If we're attacking, I'll start calling down Sacred Flame.
12 will still hit.
Oh, it will. Dang. 19. That's an idea.
The ghoul, hungry for food, no longer needs to worry about food, as thanks to a quick Eldritch Blast and Sacred Flame from the party, it is now dead.
Oh.
Huzzah!
I'm sure the rest of our encounters here will be similarly easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I am gonna fly down and see like if there's anything down here. I'm staying like high enough that like if anything pops up.
With Mari flying down, she flies down to see there is another tunnel, which is at the back of the hole. It appears to be roughly 7 feet tall.
Do I see arrows this way?
Looking down, you do not see arrows that way.
Do you see any chalk on the ground down there?
You can make an
Maybe-
investigation check if you'd like, Mari.
Okay, I'm going
Do you
to.
think that thing would eat chalk? I eat chalk
No,
once when I was little.
eat the
If that
person that
was the
had the chalk.
Or maybe that was the person that had the chalk.
Ooh.
Looking around, Mari does see underneath one of the piles of bones, she does find a ripped pack, which does have a couple pieces of white chalk, the same color as the arrows. You also find 15 gold.
Oh. Wow.
Do you try your senses? Do you sense any other undead people?
Yeah, I'll do a divine sense in the direction down this 7 foot
Yeah, I
tunnel.
just need to reread Divine Sense because it's a giant wall of text.
Yeah.
Using Divine Sense, you do not sense any more undead creatures.
So I'll fly back and report everything. Maybe I should
Sounds
do.
like it could be either way.
I know. Should I do a divine sense down the other tunnel too?
How many of those do you get?
I get 4.
Whatever you think is best. How much flight do you get?
4 hours or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 hours. The only problem with this doing it down this other tunnel is I don't know how far I'd have to go to get a straight shot because it doesn't go through. It only senses things that are behind total cover.
I mean, it does seem kind of likely that going deeper would be the more likely action for hiding something important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You folk, just not trying to make assumptions, but it sounded like you folks might be after a sword of sorts or something.
Yeah.
Or something.
Well, just putting clues together from the investigation you
Sure.
put questions you
You're
asked.
so much smarter than people we usually talk to. I really should have thought that through more.
But well, I won't get into your business. I suppose I'm being a little vague with some of my research myself. Not in mysterious. Just you never know who's doing archaeology in their pastime. It's quite a vicious business of fighting over finds. So I don't want to reveal any information unless absolutely necessary. But I could, if you don't mind telling me a little bit more about the sword. I do know a helpful spell that lets me locate objects.
I'm sorry, DM.
I think it's a good. I mean, we don't
No,
know for
it's
sure how
fine.
far away it is, but it sounds like a good idea.
As long as it's within 1,000 feet of us, I should be able to tell which direction it's in.
Yeah, we don't know much about the swords other than they're very nice.
A sword of
Very well.
favor,
Yeah, Avenger and Defender are the names of the swords, I believe.
crafted by the Archangel Faber.
Faber.
Right. Well, as long as this object isn't hidden behind a large amount of lead, I should be potentially able to find. Hopefully able to find it. All right.
I mean, if you don't mind trying.
They are going to cast locate object then. All right, and going to try to find magic sword because I haven't seen the specific object. Hopefully, magic sword is allowed.
Is it just gonna find mine?
Oh no! Oh no!
Unfortunately, with a vague casting focusing on a magic sword, you will find the closest magic sword, Mimi, is 5 feet away from you in the hands of Mari.
I mean, can you try using... I don't know how many times you can cast that spell, but could you try using the name and, like, the idea that it was made by Faber to specify more?
Could also be, I believe, in a chest of sorts.
Oh, I see. Alternately can locate the nearest object to a particular kind. Oh, okay, I see. What about, interesting.
The chest might be a good idea. Look for a chest.
DM, would you rule that since I just need to concentrate on this spell that like I can switch up the item? Different DMs have ruled it differently.
I'll say sure.
All right.
All right. I will attempt to find a chest.
And changes up concentration, clutching a hand onto the pickaxe that glows mysteriously as they do so. Like they're focusing their magic into it.
Changing up the focus on your locate object spell, Mimi does not sense a chest within 1,000 feet of them.
Well, I think we just have to pick a direction. The easiest direction is down.
Yeah, but how do we get back up again? On our way out?
How we get back up is I will fly up and secure the rope to something and then like help everybody up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Right? And we just have to hope that we don't have to make a real quick exit.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Otherwise, like
I could also use, like earth and grass has been helpful in moving rocks around before too. If I could make like steps into the ground or something with it.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Oh wait,
We've got
it did
multiple
say
ways.
it is saying that describe or name an object that is familiar to me, so it's not familiar. Okay, never mind. Okay. Or could I, do a
history check?
Yeah, if I had learned about this sword vaguely, like, would that be familiar enough? If I could see if I've heard of it?
Sure, make a history check, Mimi.
Alright.
Unfortunately, you have not heard of those two swords specifically.
Alright. Wow, a 17. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for some pretty esoteric stuff, real niche, magic items. You haven't heard of it before. It's fine. So we'll go down, I guess.
Shade there.
Apologies that my skills could not be of more use, but yes,
thanks for trying.
tally ho, I suppose.
Yeah, thanks for trying. We just get to have more time bumbling around a cave, which is not your fault. It's just a matter of life.
Would have been what happened anyways.
Yeah, we were gonna do it anyway. So yeah, you've definitely not made anything worse, I assure you. So I don't know, if the wall's kind of rough, I think Ori would kind of brace against the wall a little bit and shuffle on down.
Make an athletics check.
Hey Mickey, do you think you could inspire me a little bit? Give me a little bit of that.
A little bit of that
juice. Great.
Blessings on you.
Ori, make a dexterity saving throw.
For taking it as seriously as the demands there.
Great.
I would 100% be really close to her. She would definitely have my +3.
Can I have 15 for that dex save?
Sure.
Yes.
With Ori trying to climb down the steep wall, she at one point slips, but thanks to Mari flying behind Ori, catching her, Ori does fall on top of Mari, but the fall while slightly painful, does not make you lose any hit points. It more just hurts your morale that you fell on top of Mari.
My hero.
So
Anytime.
I'll give the little blessing to Mimi. I can only.
I feel like I would kind of fly around and make sure like everybody got down.
fly.
Okay.
Yeah, Mari can take like the help action,
you can
and
fly.
Mickey can bless him. That makes sense. Or if Mari can just pick up Mimi and
Barnabald.
Barnable. Sorry, I wanted to say Reginald, but I was like, that's wrong.
Wait, can she pick up a
I don't think I can pick up a
medium-sized bear?
Mari would be able to fly and spot everyone but Barnabold. Barnabold would have to make an athletics check to try and climb down.
Oh,
So I would have gone last so I can,
Guidance, everyone.
guidance everyone on their way down. Yeah.
Including Barnabald.
Yes.
Yay.
okay. All right. Athletics or Barnabald? Or wait, did you say athletics or dexterity save?
Athletics, and if you fail
Just
athletics,
be
you do a
athletics.
save.
Oh, okay.
Now Mickey can't say I've never blessed a guidance to bear when he plays Never Have I Ever.
Okay. So 21 for Barnabald. The ding dong bear.
Cute.
Barnabold, being guided by Mickey, is quite easily able to climb down the steep slope.
I'm worried about him getting back up, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I'm
hoping
telling you,
him being a
Earth
bear
and
helps.
Grass will come in clutch, I'm sure. As long as I've still got the juice to use it. We
With
might have to
Dash
sleep in here overnight.
Dash just decides to slide down the steep slope before crashing into a pile of bones.
Is he okay?
He appears to be more than okay as he is eagerly chomping at one of the bones.
Oh, gross. Dash.
Well, that looked easy. I'm just gonna slide down as well.
Yeah, well, I would have helped. I just want to be really clear. Don't do anything.
Ash, make an acrobatics check.
I've got this.
Wow.
Done
Such
with you.
confidence. Such misplaced confidence.
Ash tries to slide down the steep slope and ends up somersaulting and taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he crashes into one of the piles of bones.
I feel like we had resolved this, and then you went ahead and did this.
Nope.
Like everybody,
Nope.
Jacob said everybody got down okay, because Mari
Nope.
helped.
Nope.
Nope.
It's not how I roll.
Yeah,
Mickey
you
sees
roll
the fall.
ones, that's how you roll.
Mickey sees the fall and realizes that might be the comeuppance for Ash not sharing some religious thoughts the other day. Yep, that's what happened.
Mickey's still sore about it.
And did the rest of us get down?
Yes, the rest of you do get down fine.
Okay.
That story just a little smug.
Fair enough.
I mean, Dash looked like he was having so much fun. I
Yeah.
didn't want him to enjoy it without me.
If Dash jumped off a bridge, would you, Ash?
Probably to save him.
True.
Blink.
Yeah, he
The dog
he
can
would jump
blink,
off the
you
bridge
cannot.
and then blink back up onto the bridge to watch you jump off the bridge after him.
Probably.
While we're down here with this ghoul body, is there anything specific about it? Anything?
Make an
We
investigation
noticed?
check.
Are there anything else?
Oh boy.
There is
The
no
body is a very gruesome sight. It's also very dirty and disgusting down here, Mickey. You can't get a good look at it without getting your cleric robes dirty.
Yep, I'm not that interested.
Who needs them?
With that, the party continues down the tunnel. They're only walking for about 10 more minutes when the party finds up ahead, they find a series of empty catacombs. As they're moving up next to them, they see the first cave art on one side of the wall. The party sees this strange primitive art that appears to look like two waves crashing down onto a weird shape.
Oh, do you know what this is, Mimi?
Mimi will investigate or historic or
Yeah,
I
make
mean
a
not,
history
will-
check.
Okay, yes. That's what I meant. We'll historically investigate.
Nice.
Light so you can see.
Well,
Mimi quickly recognizes the shape as the shape of Prada, the continent. Mimi also recognizes the wave-like images from your previous excavation site.
The one that has to do with the thing you told me of.
Yes, correct.
How much is Mimi's share of this?
Well, you folks seem like dependable sorts. So I believe I could explain a bit more to you, as long as you promise not to take my findings and publish them in your own novel with your own, or in your own historical book with your own credits.
I can guarantee.
I promise.
All right, I'm not just in for credits, but it still is nice to be noted for a discovery.
Of course.
Yes. So well, at my last excavation site, I found some interesting paintings that hinted at a being a being that may be a long forgotten archdemon from a few centuries ago, and or at least it's theorized. They are named. I believe it was Umbra and all right. Did the waves have anything else to do with the stuff that you told me I learned of Umbra? You didn't mention waves. Could you give a description of what discoveries Mimi had found the last time that A can recount to the rest of the party?
Yeah, Mimi would have found in the previous cave art you found, you would have seen a similar looking wave depiction.
Okay, that's just it? Alright. So what was the waves like surrounding or something like that? Or around in the last cave art? Another art of a continent, or...?
You did not actually see what the wave was crashing onto, but in this case, you do see it is crashing onto the continent.
You said Umbra? Are you sure the name was Umbra?
Yes, I believe so. Or well, it could have been a mistranslation.
Probably. I mean,
sometimes
those things happen. Probably, you know.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes what we consider a U sound is mistranslated, or the character gets smudged, and it could have been a G sound, or it doesn't quite translate well perfectly always, but.
Does the name or the story ring a bell with me?
Make a history check, Michelmas. You have never heard of that before.
Yes, well, I suppose, this is, well,
And Mimi takes out some parchment to start making sketches of the findings. Okay.
Is this drawing old, like really, really old, or?
Make an investigation check, Mickey. You are not sure.
Any idea how old this would be, Mimi?
Oh yes, yes, I'll get right on that, and
you can make an investigation check
this up
too.
later.
Yes. Okay.
Mimi.
12. Okay.
From your background, you know it's at least hundreds of years old, but you're not quite sure exactly how old it is.
Does the timeline, at least the vague timeline does the timeline match up with what Mimi discovered at the last site, or what they could have suspected at the last site of how old the cave paintings A found before were?
The timeline does match, yes.
All right. Well, they appear to be as old as my last findings of those wave drawings that I believe have something to do with Umbra from some research. Research that by someone else who just theorizes. But yeah. So around the same time, few hundred years ago. Waves. Well, if it's an archdemon, and there's, I don't want to make any guesses at this point. It's still too hard. Still too early to tell what it could mean.
Continuing sketching.
Can I say I picked up some of that chalk from the pack when I picked up the 15 gold?
Yes, you can.
I want to mark just as we're going along these caves.
Was there anything interesting the last time you saw Mimi? The last time you saw this style of cave painting?
What do you mean? Like, any ghouls in the area, or
Yeah. Exactly it.
Yeah. What's
or were there
Mimi...
like other burial sites?
Trouble?
Empty burial
Mimi
sites?
recounts what sort of location the find was in.
Mimi would have found it very unexpectedly in a deep cave.
Mm-hmm. But no, not guarded by ghouls or anything.
Not guarded by
time.
ghouls, no.
All right. Yeah. So recounts the expedition in a much too long roundabout way, which eventually you could sum up as no, there were no ghouls there. It was just in a cave.
Well, maybe we'll find more cool drawings on the walls.
One thing I would like to have Mimi do that I've been trying to find a good time for, could Mimi kind of check to see if this cave is like an excavated thing or was like more naturally occurring by like the chisels on the wall they have?
Make another investigation check.
Also,
Or maybe widened after being created naturally.
Yeah, also they have, once that's done, they do have a historical knowledge thing that can let them tell what type of chiseling, if it is some sort of chiseling. Did you say history or investigation?
Investigation.
Okay, yes. That's still fine.
Hey!
Nice.
You do see it looks like this tunnel appears to be a natural tunnel that was widened out.
Hold it.
Alright.
And you would be able to find out that the people who expanded out this cave appear to be dwarves and elves.
Alright, so like,
Well, from the tool mark, yes, I've seen stuff like this before, where naturally occurring caves widened out by individuals who want to use it for some other means, because, caves can be quite small. I can get into some quite tight spaces myself. Barnabal doesn't like to be left behind and worried so when I do so, but yes, it's much more reasonable to go into caves when they are widened. Yes, the tool markings, I believe, elves and dwarves. The markings fit excavation sites I've seen before.
Cool. That's impressive. You can tell that much from just walking around a cave for a little while.
you see they have out tools as they turn around to talk to you.
Tools? My God.
Tools of the... Did I choose magnifying glass? Was that one of the things I uselessly spent money on? Yes, a magnifying glass and some books and measuring equipment.
Books, you say?
Yes, books.
Magnifying glass on top of those goggles.
Yes.
Marvelous.
I love the visual. Shall we
So-
continue on?
Oh, yeah, keep heading on down.
Yes, upward ho, as you adventurers say.
Every day, every morning.
Yeah, and as we get deeper, I just want to make sure that I'm kind of leaving arrow marks, because I assume that the person that was leaving them before did not get this far, since we were this far.
Well, you got chalk now. Might as well use it.
Yeah.
If you run out, I do have 100 more pieces if they're necessary.
Ha!
I should have known. Thank you.
Oh! Is that writing?
Ooh. Come along, doggy. Here, boy.
As the party reaches the bend in the tunnel, the party sees there is a phrase written in deep speech on the wall, which Mimi recognizes from her previous expedition. The party also sees the image of a couple people on their knees worshipping a strange crescent moon, which
Oh,
Ori
no.
recognizes.
Oh, no.
And the party also sees two people who appear to be riding a similar wave to the previous image at the entrance of the catacombs.
What does it say, Mimi?
One
You read
moment. It says, just one moment. My speaking of deep speech is a little bit more proficient than my reading at times.
And adjust their goggles and...
Let Umbra cleanse the land. Yes, I'm trying to not make assumptions with, the drawings made from before and at the previous site in relation to, or suspectedly in relation to Umbra. Well, I don't like to direct people's thoughts on what past historical events could have been without doing more research. So I'll let your imaginations fill in the gaps without influence from me.
Well, I don't like it.
What do you know what that moon is, Mimi?
And...
Mimi, make a history check.
Alright.
Nice.
Mimi does not recognize that insignia.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
I feel like I thought to my deepest depths of knowledge and, or well, perhaps I could think further, given more time for research and books, but, no, it appears to be something quite unknown if I was unable to glimpse it in my great knowledge.
It must be related to Umbra, I suppose. This is like an Umbra cave now. I knew someone who wore a pendant that looked like that moon. So it seems like it's not strictly historical.
Could I ask you, before, you seemed a little bit, piqued interest at the name Umbra, did your friend perhaps mention someone named Umbra, or in case this moon has something to do with it?
I don't suppose Ursa would have ever mentioned Umbra in any capacity in my time living with her, would she have?
She did not know.
No, never my name. It's just I named my sword Umbra recently, not knowing the affiliation.
Was there something that inspired the naming, or just came to your mind?
Well, I mean, I guess, I kind of sometimes feel like I'm carrying a certain kind of darkness around with me into the light, so it's the meeting of light and dark, like an Umbra. So I named my sword Solemn Umbra because I'm trying to keep them separate, but there's always a meeting of them inside me regardless. I thought it was kind of poetic, but now it seems a little devil worshipy.
Yes, those things do tend to happen, unfortunately.
And Air writing everything you're saying down and making notes.
At this point, Malin will speak in your left ear, Ori, and say, "Wow, that's actually really deep." Burdick will say, "Shh, you're supposed to be quiet."
You guys don't have to be quiet. I was trying to joke. I didn't know you're all, but yeah, I did think about it, and I kind of liked it, but now I'm like, well, how much do I actually like it, We'll see.
Mimi, after doing some more notes and drawings, moves on. So you said these people appear to be worshipping?
I think the ones here.
Yes, the ones here appear to be worshipping. The ones here appear to be riding the wave.
Riding the wave. Do they look like they're maybe hanging something, maybe like 10 toes, or on a board or something?
They do not know.
Okay. All right. Continues to take notes. And what can I do with this information? Could I search my brain knowledge for anything about people who can ride on waves? Or...
Sure, make a history check. You do not know of anything specifically, but theoretically, one could potentially build an apparatus to ride a wave.
Something oblong, perhaps. Anyway.
How long have we been down here now?
You've been down here at this point since Mimi has been taking her time, taking notes. You've been in the catacombs for at least 10 minutes now.
Okay.
But we probably don't want to run out the boots too much. Probably keep moving. If you have enough notes, Mimi, we should probably keep moving.
Yes.
I can be walking now, too. Like, I can fly for short bursts and then, like, deactivate them.
Sure, but, like, you only get 4 hours, like, a day, right? Or you can, like, stop and start them completely.
I can stop and start completely.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah. That's cool.
It's just that every time she uses the boots, it counts as at least 1 minute of fly time.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I probably used about 10 minutes so far, total, I would assume. Between flying everybody around and...
Mimi finishes up Air sketches and boards Barnabald once again.
Boards, I love
All aboard!
The party continues, and the party reaches a second bend in the catacombs, and while the catacombs do continue on, they're stopped by more writing and art. It appears that the first section of art appears to have mostly been crossed out, and written above it is a phrase in deep speech. That phrase Mimi has not seen before, and it's not of an actual word or heard of before, but it translates to fro he me.
Huh.
me.
Does this seem like a complete, like, sentence, or does this seem like it's, like, worn away or something? Like, or partial somehow?
Make an investigation check, Ori.
Well, I mean, I was hoping Mimi would. I'm wondering aloud.
I would love to. Perhaps I could have some assistance, holding some of the tools and such.
Certainly.
Some help in the situation.
If DM permits.
Sure. Roll with advantage, investigation.
Oh, good. Ah.
Ooh.
Okay.
You do know there is some writing which was apparently crossed out, but you're not quite sure whether that was a phrase or sentence or what that was. But the actual Frohimi phrase, it does not appear to be a sentence, at least not that you think. You have never heard of that phrase or those words before in deep speech, so you're not quite sure. But next to that phrase, the party sees the drawing of a strange creature with 3 small circles over its round body with multiple arms. And past that, the party sees the same deep speech phrase for Himi again.
Huh.
Perhaps name of creature, or, no,
And saying Frohimi doesn't cause the cave to shake and the picture to awaken and emerge from the wall.
Not unless you want it to.
No.
I do.
And all of the nooks along the way have been empty. There's nothing in them.
Yeah, so far they've all been empty. But as you're standing there, Mickey, make a perception check.
22.
As you're looking down the hallway, looking at the other catacombs to see if they're empty, to your horror, you realize that there are several of them which are not actually empty. There appear to be some dead figures standing in the catacombs. But after all of them step out of these said catacombs, you quickly realize that they are not dead creatures.
Oh no.
But they are a pack of ghouls. So, let's have everyone roll for initiative, and then we can start combat after I take a 5-minute break. So, with the ghouls starting to rush the party, it is Mimi who is first to react.
Ori is gonna request some space to cast Fireball. If you have any ranged stuff you can throw at him.
Alright, well, Mimi's more close attack, but I can help if your character,
yes, I can give some room in the beginning.
And Mimi, okay, just kind of, if you don't mind squeezing through, at least gonna go to here.
I mean, I guess if you go, like, here, I would, here, like, I would still be able to cast it here.
Alright.
So I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Alright.
You'd probably be fine doing whatever.
Alright, well, alright. Just gonna get myself in the forefront so they just don't.
Don't with these not so fine gentlefolk, non-gentlefolk as it were, to attack you folks. So I will, as the thanks for my assistance, I will take the front of combat.
And goes here. Rough folk. Okay. Yes, and is going to go there, and first order of business, with shield in one arm, is going to attack with their moon pick, meaning a moon sickle reflavored. But
Moonsicle?
all right,
Yum.
moonsicle. Okay, moon pick. The can I like just swing down at it as the first movement of action? And I'm guessing that does not hit.
Unfortunately, you've never had to fight someone inside a cave before, so being on top of Barnabold, with the ceiling not being too high, you're having a hard time getting used to this fighting area.
And then follow up then, second attack, same as the first. And
Much worse.
Okay, there we go.
That will hit. Are you attacking the one on your right or left?
the one on the left.
Okay.
3 damage. But oh, I forgot I can now be a next turn thing. For the meantime, gonna use bonus action to have my little friend. Oh, I forgot charge. Anyways, okay, to maul. Oh wait. Okay, we'll see if charge hits. So like those things happened, but also no, I don't think maul hits.
10 will miss, unfortunately, as Barnabold is unable to take a bite out of the ghoul.
Alright, charge and a miss. Okay.
Okay, now it is Ash's turn.
Okay, hearing the commotion, I'm going to run around to the other side. I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the bottom first red ghoul, and then I'm going to try to hit it with a sharpshooter attack.
Get it.
My longbow. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, and then I will get Hunter's Mark and sneak attack for an extra 10 damage.
And with one single arrow, Ash runs up, takes aim, and is able to kill the ghoul with the arrow hitting right into one of its eyes before it falls down to the ground.
Okay, that was easy. So then I guess I will go ahead and shoot the one up top, and I will use sharpshooter again. 14 to hit.
That will hit.
And this one just gets
You get
19.
Colossus Slayer on this one.
Colossus, yep. So 20 total.
Woohoo.
That one is barely standing, but it's still growling at you, Ash, even with the arrow sticking out of its eye.
Okay, and that's my movement action, bonus action, so I'm done.
The ghouls up front are very confused by the sudden group of adventurers that wander into this cave. The ones in back, though, are very hungry, so they are going to run forward.
Oh my.
The ghouls dash and run up and surround Barnabold and Mimi.
Sorry.
And with that, it is now Ori's turn.
I accidentally sent that before I meant to. Should I use that or should I re-roll it?
If you are going to cast Fireball, then we can just keep that.
Alright, I'll just keep that then. Fireball centered on this point here. So 2 of them ran into my range. So yeah, dex save. It should be 17.
Come on.
Dang! They rolled real good. Well, not that one.
And that's pretty good. You got a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of damage. I should count how much damage that is.
That's a lot. Even if they all saved.
4 saved. 4 took 11 and 6 took 23. That's a total of 182 damage dealt.
Wow. Round of applause.
Holy moly. The bristles on Barnabold are singed.
Yeah. Like the wall of fire like comes zooming up to Barnabold and Mimi and then just stops like a breath short of their noses.
Oh boy.
So, with the large fireball going off in the middle of the hallway, one of the ghouls, the one that was previously attacked by Mimi, falls over dead, but the other 9 who are in the fireball are still running forward, their tattered claws that are around their bodies still ablaze. Anything else for your turn, Ori?
That is all. That was a little under average damage, but that's fine.
Okay, 2 more ghouls are going to run up.
Mimi!
And they're both going to attack Mimi. So, first, one of them is going to make a claw attack at Mimi.
Alright. Nope. Mimi's shield raises.
Nice.
Mimi uses their shield and is easily able to deflect both claw attacks from the ghouls.
Mimi's AC. Do you want me to just say the AC or?
I think that'd be cool to hear Mimi's AC.
I want to hear Mimi's AC.
21.
Wow.
Yeah, Mimi.
When I said they donned armor, this armor is it's half plate, but it's like they seem really skilled in it, like how to maneuver and with their shield and stuff, which is exceedingly interesting that they can do that. Thing is, it looks just very big and bulky on them. It's just like a weird little bubble around them, big bubble on their shoulders, but they're managing to just combat with it fine. They are just
So, do Mimi and Barnabold get attack of opportunity on any of those guys?
Yes, with the 5 ghouls running past the group surrounding Mimi, Mimi and Barnabold would each get an opportunity attack.
Oh, nope. 16.
That would hit.
12 plus. Oh, Ignore the 5 for charge.
Vulnerable is able to take a chomp on the leg of the most injured ghoul from the fireball, as one of them is slain by the magical bear. With that, it's now Mickey's turn.
Thought I knew what I wanted to do until they all came running. I will second level bless Mari and Ash and Mimi, would you like to be blessed or have your bear blessed?
I would appreciate a bit of a blessing.
Okay. So Mimi, Mari, Ash, and Ori. And I do this, it's an enchantment, so I do it as a bonus action. And Ori,
Yeah.
take a swing at blue and pink.
All right. What's a D4? 6.
That will hit.
And then is any of these around Mimi, are they hurt any of them? That's the one I call the Sacred Flames down on, and if not, then
Yes, so the 3 closest to you are not hurt, but all the other ones are hurt.
Okay, then I'll do, let's say, the top red and yellow at the top there. Gee.
Oh.
Okay.
They so
alright.
dexterous.
And then,
Well, Mickey is able to bless several people and give Ori an extra attack. His Sacred Flames was not enough to deal damage to Ghoul.
They're really not that dexterous. They're rolling quite well.
They've been doing calisthenics.
There you go.
They have Pilates down here when there aren't adventurers bumbling around.
I see some interesting equipment in the corner. I wonder if it's ancient calisthenic equipment.
That's turn then, Mickey.
Yep, I'm done.
With that, we now go to Mari.
The 2 in front of me and Ash are either of those injured yet?
Yes, all of them have taken damage.
Okay, I'll just go for the one in front of me then. 18 to hit for 9.
That will hit.
Then I'll Divine Smite. They're undead.
Yes, they are undead.
Yeah.
14.
That is enough, and with one Divine Smite, Mari is able to cut off the head of that ghoul.
And I'm gonna step up and hit the one in front of me again. 23 to hit for 11.
That will also hit.
I will Divine Smite again. Another 11.
2 strikes of her sword means 2 dead ghouls as Mari Divine Smites her way through the ghouls right in front of her to get closer to Mimi.
Woohoo.
And then I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step. Get here.
With Mari Misty stepping closer to Mimi, the party in back, Ori, Mickey, and Ash, notice Dash bravely run a little bit forward and start barking menacingly at the ghouls.
Good boy.
And with Dash doing his part, we now go to Mimi again.
Mimi is going to attack this one right here. So yeah, raising their glimmering pickaxe in the air, a swing down once more, and they are going to remember to also do favored foe. Oh wait, not yet. Once I hit, that's how it works. I have not played a ranger for a long time. Okay. 11 does not hit, I believe.
You got
blessed.
1d4
You're blessed.
Oh yeah.
Will that work?
13 will hit.
Nice.
Yeah, so like marking it as a favored foe, jamming it in the head, causing it to be linked with the magic of the pickaxe. The glorious pickaxe, which does how much damage? 5 damage plus.
And 5 damage is actually just enough, though,
Nice.
to cut off the arm of that ghoul as it falls down on the ground.
Okay. And. Alright, well, I didn't need to mark that one then. Okay. Alright, can I move it to another one, or is that just hex?
I think that's just a hex thing.
Darn. Okay. Well, I will save that thing then for more important times. Alright. So then that's one attack. So next attack on this one, bringing down weapon once again.
That will hit with Bless.
Yeah, oh, okay. So 2 damage, and then Barnabald coming to help. 14, and And then I just, after swinging the pickaxe once more, Barnacle comes in with a mauling bite and chomp.
Mimi uses their magical pickaxe to impale the head of one ghoul, and while the pickaxe itself was not able to kill a second one, Barnacle is easily able to finish it off.
Good bear, Barnacle. And, oh boy, your turn, Ash.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action, disengage, and move back a little bit. And then I'm going to try to hit the blue and pink one in front of me with sharpshooter. Ooh, I don't think 11's going to do it, even if I get
11
a 4.
would just miss.
Yep. Okay, so that's a miss. So then I will, just try to hit it again. Sharpshooter again. 23 to hit.
That one will hit, and that damage alone is enough, as while the first arrow whizzes by it, it turns its head around to watch the arrow clatter against the wall, but as it turns around the other way, your second arrow hits it in its chest before it falls over dead.
Okay, and that's it for me.
The first set of ghouls who are first able to go are going to attack Mimi. All 3 of them are going to make claw attacks.
Miss.
Misses.
Clean
Second one.
shield.
Amazing.
Mimi, with their shield, are still able to spin around on Barnacle and deflect all the claws reaching up at him. So now it is Ori's turn again.
Well, I really want to use Green Flame Blade, so Ori's just gonna go here. And I will take the opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack will hit for 7 points of slashing damage, and Ori needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm going to use Silvery Barbs first.
Wait, isn't she an elf?
Oh, that's right. Do you still want to try to silvery barbs to avoid the damage?
Sure, why not? That's still a hit. I'll still give myself advantage, and I'll take the 7.
Oh,
Or 5? Should I take 7 or 5 damage?
It'd be 5 damage, and since you're an elf, you don't actually need to make the Constitution saving throw.
Sick. Alright, so I'm going to attack the ghoul due east of me with Green Flame Blade. I assume that hits, right? Without.
Yes, that will hit.
So that one gets 17 damage, and then the one to the north of it will take 7 fire damage as the green flames leap from one ghoul to the other. Oh, I should have rolled with advantage. Sorry, can I just roll it again to see if I get the crit?
Sure.
I did not. So yeah, 17 to the first, and then 7 to the second, to the one to the north of it.
Despite being hit with an opportunity attack, Ori is still able to run up, and using her rapier wrapped in green flames, able to deal damage to 2 of the ghouls, but they are still standing.
I'm actually gonna quicken cast. Am I? Yeah, I'm gonna quicken cast Armor of Agathis at 2nd level. So that will give me 10 temporary hit points.
With Ori's magical icy armor forming over her, 2 more ghouls are going to make attacks. One of them is going to go after Mimi, the other against Mari. So first at Mimi.
Ooh. Shoot.
Except the armor glimmers as it's made of, I believe it's adamantine, making it not a critical.
Nice!
That's perfect.
But even though her armor was able to deflect and magically avoid some of the damage, Mimi still needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so it just
You do get Mari's aura.
That's 3.
And bless.
Okay. Alright, 20
Nice.
plus. I don't need to
23
roll
for
right.
sure. Yeah.
Easily able to prevent the paralyzing effect. The second claw attack at Mari
Miss.
will miss. The last ghoul who ran up front, right in front of Mickey, is going to try to claw Mickey. And will whiff on his claw swipe. So now that will take us to Mari again.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one right in front of me, hopefully. 25 for 8.
That hits.
I'm gonna save the spell slot in case there's a lot more worse things.
Even without Divine Smite, that ghoul is no more.
Cool.
Nice.
Then I'm gonna move up, hit this green one in front of me again.
That will hit.
Is it still up after 14?
It is still up, yes.
Alright, I'll smite it. Other 15.
It is no longer standing.
You love to see it. And then I'm gonna bonus action get a spell slot back.
Nice.
That's my turn.
With Mari continuing to clear out the last remaining ghouls, we now go to Mickey.
I will call down the sacred flames on the guy in front of me.
There's a failure, and right as it's about to take a bite at you, Mickey looks up and lets out a scream of pain before it falls over dead.
And then I will move up into the fray.
With Mickey running up, we now go to Mimi.
Alright. Mimi, after A and Barnabald have done cool team-ups of taking out more of the, not zombies, ghouls, Mimi just whirls around, like spins around on the saddle, and then leans over, grabbing onto a grip hold thing. And just smacks down once more with their moon pickaxe, and misses. Alright.
It appears that Mimi tried to do too fancy of a move, and it caused them to miss.
Alright. And so they're going to... Alright, well, they will try once more. Plus a D4.
That will still miss.
Alright, well then Barnabald...
But Barnabald, would you mind making up for some of this embarrassment?
Oh.
Mimi's confidence is slowly draining as they've missed a couple of attacks, along with Barnabald.
And that is it for the moment.
And with 3 ghouls left, we now move on to Ash.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action use steady aim, and I'm going to try to hit the one right in the middle of everybody, and I will do it with the sharpshooter attack. 16 to hit.
That will hit.
That will get Colossus Slayer, or has it been damaged?
Already hit it.
Yep, okay.
The one in front of Ori?
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Oh, yes, that one has been hit.
Okay, so then an extra 12 damage on top of that.
With that one arrow, that ghoul is easily killed as the arrow sails right through its neck before falling over dead.
Woo!
Okay, and then... Yeah, I can't move since I already did the steady aim, so I'm just going to try to hit the red and yellow one with the normal attack. Oh, it should just be an 18.
That will still hit, and that is enough damage to kill off that one ghoul.
Nice.
Okay, and I can't move, so that's it for me.
The final ghoul, seeing is going to die, will try to run away, which will provoke 3 opportunity attacks from Mimi, actually 4 from Mimi, Barnabald, Ori, and Mickey.
On guard.
How would the party like to do this?
It's just a bloodbath.
Everybody's weapons are covered with.
We all go for the opening at
Leg
once, and just a cacophony of metal on flesh.
Rip
The
off
ghoul does not
leg.
even have time to fully turn around before it is slain by the blades of the party in the mouth of Barnabald. And with that, the catacombs fall silent. As Mickey looks around, he realizes he is standing in definitely a bloody mess.
Ori will prestidigitation away anything clinging to Barnabald or anyone else. Any of the viscera.
Barnabald makes a bear huffing noise, and Mimi
Barnabald thanks you. They like to keep their paws nice and clean.
You're so welcome, Barnabald. Can I pat their face a little bit?
Barnabald turns their head towards you.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ori rubs the fur on the top of Barnabald's snout, oh, such a good bear.
Barnabald lets out another huff, and then gives you a little lick on the cheek, a little tiny tongue, because they know their tongue's big and probably has a scary mouth.
I'm literally dying. Fantastic. This heals me for all my wounds. My crops are watered.
Yes, Barnabald seems to have that effect on people. It's not many people get to nuzzle a grizzly-looking bear, especially that most grizzly bears are beasts and not bestial spirits that have less inclination to attack people who enter their territory.
True.
Seeing all the love being given to Barnacle, Dash is going to try to seek attention by rolling over onto his back right in front of you, Ash.
Aww.
I will bend down and I'll rub his belly. You're a good boy, aren't you? Good boy. But stay away from all these bones and bodies. They're kind of gross.
As Dash moves back onto his feet, you realize he rolled right into some dead ghouls.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Barnabold
boy. rolls
on their belly, or on their back, or attempts to, causing Mimi to yell out and Barnabold stops.
Aww.
Bear see, bear do.
Alright. Onward!
Is anyone seriously wounded?
No.
Down 10, but I'm fine.
If others don't wish to use up their magical capabilities for the day, I can also heal wounds as well.
I'm
think
not
that's-
feeling too bad.
Let's hold on to it.
All right.
I'm sure we'll run into more.
Mm-hmm.
It might not go so well.
So is there anything weird about these bodies that I guess we haven't seen any ghoulish bodies other than the one? Do they look the same as the one we met at the beginning, or are they different?
You can make an investigation check.
I've been doing so well on those. 10.
From what you can tell, they do appear to look very similar to the first ghoul you saw.
Do they have any like obvious markings or like any sinister robes with ancient script on them, or
Make an investigation
Weird
check.
moons on them.
Like tattoos.
yeah, moons maybe?
All right, so let's see here. I see everything, I suppose, and
Mickey.
everything is.
Yeah, Mickey, because of the gore on the floor, did not get too close a look at the ghouls, but Mimi, not being afraid, sees that a few of them do have crescent moon tattoos, similar to the one on the wall.
Right. I suppose these ghouls must have something to do with the maybe the scrawls on the walls, or at least what the meanings of what they were perhaps trying to bring about whatever if these carvings or paintings are predicting something, perhaps they were trying to bring about that prediction, though if that's the case, luckily they seem to have failed, or
Okay, I said Mimi in the beginning hadn't run into ghouls, but could Mimi think on what can cause people to turn into ghouls? Like, read anything on this?
Sure, make a history check.
Alright. 17.
Mimi would not know of anything specifically, but would know that there are necromantic rituals which could create ghouls.
Alright.
Nothing particular comes to mind, but But yes, I at the least believe these ghouls are connected to whatever these markings on the wall are all about.
Oh, and did Riyellis, the dragon, say that this cave was like connected to the Underdark as well, or something?
Yeah, they mentioned the Underdark.
Yes. The party would realize that the caves you walked through to get here did have a slow slope underground. You guys are not quite sure exactly how far underground you are, but you are technically in the Underdark.
Great.
So
That would explain the undercommon scrawlings on the wall, and also
It's
the
deep
inhabitants
speech on the wall.
Ignore what Mimi said. Ignore.
But yeah, maybe we'll see more as we go along.
And
Would
do
the party
these,
like to use their same marching order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
do these nooks have the same nothing as the other ones did, the earlier ones?
Looking at them, it does appear they are empty. There were just, well, those ones specifically had ghouls in them, but apart from the ghouls, it does not appear to be anything else of note.
Roger.
Could Mimi, as they're walking about, ritually cast Detect Magic?
Ooh. We
So,
do
like-
have a wand of magic detection if you want to. I mean, I guess ritual is like no spell slots anyway, so if you want
Yeah.
to cast it, go for it. Never mind.
Yeah, it just takes it would take time as we're walking about.
Rangers
so if we
cannot actually ritual cast their
Oh.
spells.
Oh yeah, darn it. I haven't played a ranger in so long.
We can use the
Okay.
wand. We have.
Yeah, Ori will take the wand out.
Okay.
Go pew pew.
Using her wand of magic detection, Ori casts detect magic, but does not sense anything magical that is not on the party.
I do only have one more use of that before the next dawn, so if I...
Does that last only a little bit of time, or does it last the full 10 minutes?
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep paying attention, but...
Let's keep going then.
Yeah, well then.
Wait,
One thing. Actually, could you perhaps try walking over to these words on the wall? I just want to check something out.
Okay.
do they glow with magic?
Those writings are not magical, no.
Alright.
Never mind.
Good thought, though.
It's all part of science, right? That's what science is about.
Yep. Science is about a lot of
Detecting
failures,
magic.
bringing out one success. Sometimes, hopefully.
Okay.
The party then continues through the passage. They realize quickly, though, that the terrible smell which has come up in this part of the catacombs, it was not just from the ghouls that the party just encountered, but they're from something else further down the passage.
Oh dear.
The party hears the sound of something echoing from down the hall. It sounds like drum beats.
Any idea, like, how much? Is it like one drum or like two drums?
It,
Or like
it sounds like multiple drums.
a bunch? Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
Like maybe like a ritual,
Maybe.
like we've seen with like cultists in the past.
This does seem different from the cult, though, if they're... Because the cult has its own symbol that's different from this moon stuff. I don't know.
So this historical site isn't exactly as in the past as I would have hoped, but
Not quite as historical.
I guess we can, like,
One
try to,
would
like,
wish.
creep forward, you know? Stealth up, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have
Stealth.
everyone make stealth checks then.
Alright. Should Barnabald and Mimi make separate ones, or...?
Yes.
Alright,
And
also...
this is. I don't know why we're bothering because.
Well, like, a group stealth check can, like, take into account everyone's and kind of average them out. so.
Yeah.
7.
So, you know, that so... medium armor master, so it does not have
Nice.
disadvantage stealth.
Nice.
Like, they're incredibly large armor.
That wasn't bad.
No.
Good job.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
So stealthy, riding on top of a bear. Let's see how the bear does.
Come on, bear.
Oh no!
In the bear are twins.
Barnable gets to add your, with your primal bond, you get to add your proficiency bonus to all ability checks and saving throws it makes. So it would be 10.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah.
friendship.
Up here than
Our
me.
friendship is so strong. Our friendship is so strong that it even aids in everyday encounters. You know, like friendship does.
Could use a better friend then.
The party stealthily continues on down the tunnel. The party hears the sound of the drums get louder and louder, and soon they reach a large, round cavern. The party sees there are 8 ghoulish-like figures. These are different. They're much stronger, and they do not have gray skin, but a grayish-bluish colored skin. There are 8 of these figures standing around drums, which are all beating the same beat and chanting out, "Fro he me, fro he me, fro he me." And in the center, there is a large pond containing a rock sticking up out of the water, with a very nervous and scared looking ghoul sitting and curling up on the rock, afraid of what is about to happen. It appears that the creatures do not notice the party.
As we walk up, I just want to reach back and grab Ori's hand, and I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on her.
Oh,
Aw,
thank you.
you've made me feel bad for a ghoul. Anyways.
Do we think if we interrupt this ceremony, I'm saying quietly, whispering, that would be a good idea?
Probably.
Is that like a pool around the rock that the scared ghoul is on?
Yes, the pool has some very murky looking water.
So Frohimi is definitely gonna like come up from that water and eat that ghoul.
Can you detect Frohimi?
Yeah, could I do divine sense quietly? Is that a quiet thing?
Dang, these things are spread out.
I would say yes, it does not mention a verbal component. Using divine sense, the only undead you sense are the ones you can see within 60 feet of you.
Could Mimi just on a hunch? Alright, no, that might just... Well, okay. I'm gonna try to sense if sensing any other... I'm gonna use a spell slot. I'm gonna use a spell slot, because why not? Alright, primal awareness, just to try to sense... Okay, do I have to choose? No, it doesn't say I have to choose. Okay. So, yeah, just trying to sense to see if there's something besides undead in this area. It won't tell me where or how many or whatever, just there's some sort of like hidden aberration. Or something else. Or fiend or whatever.
Your primeval awareness would tell you there is one dragon within within 1 mile of you, but you do not sense any of the other types of creatures besides the undead, which you can see.
Well, the dragon could be Riyellis, right?
Probably.
Oh dear, there appears to be a dragon in our midst, but you sound familiar with the dragon. Never mind.
Hopefully. Hopefully we're within a mile of his cave.
You are more than a mile from his lair.
Oh.
Oh.
Are we in your favorite terrain?
I didn't do favorite terrain, so it doesn't give me anything like that.
Well, great.
Alright, what do we do?
I
say we just try to stop the thing. Just stop the ceremony. Just hit him.
I cast Eldritch Blast on the thing in the middle.
Then let's roll for initiative again.
Alright.
I think this is a
Can I
terrible...
do it before initiative or no?
Are the things...
What was that?
Can I cast Eldritch Blast before initiative or no?
No, this would be part of your surprise round.
Okay.
Are the things in front of them the drums they're beating?
Yes,
at?
the things in front of them are the drums. With Ori about to cast a spell, it is Mimi who's first able to run ahead and begin the surprise attack. So, Mimi, what would you like to do?
Okay, Mimi is going to, on Barnabald, the bear charging forward, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, charging at the buff ghoul, ghoul bow, okay, is going to
Tally-ho!
and attempt, no, does not maul, but still.
It's okay, Barnabald. You can try again next time.
And then just we'll go in with the moon pick. Pachow, miss it. And pachow.
There we go.
That one will hit.
Okay. Ooh. But I'm going to actually, you know what? These guys look buff. Gonna favored foe. So favored foe. So that's an additional d6 of damage. Wow.
Nice.
We're Barnabald! Not that you've taken any damage, just little encouragement for you.
The ghast stopped its drumming and looked very confused as it turns its head and saw the bear harmlessly gnawing at its ankle. It then got even more confused when the strange goblin hit it on its head annoyingly with a pickaxe. The second attack, though, actually dealt damage, as Mimi definitely has that one's attention.
Is it still drumming, or...?
It has stopped drumming now, yes.
Okay.
That will take us to Mickey's turn.
I'll cast Blast at second level again and hit the same people as last time, and I'll tell Mimi that drummer in front of you looks like he wants to be hit again. You can use your reaction to make an attack against him if you want.
Alright. Just Mimi or Bart? Not yet.
Yeah, just you.
Barnabald.
Just you're the one that got buff.
Alright.
Whatever you say.
And wolf.
There we go.
And then it's another d6. 5.
The ghast now turns angry as it's hit once again by Mimi's pickaxe.
And that was an enchantment, so I can give you a bonus action, and I'll call down the Sacred Flames again on that guy right by Mimi.
The ghast is able to avoid your sacred flames, and with Mimi and Mickey running up close to this ghast, both of you now feel that the horrible stench they were sensing from the caverns appears to be coming from these creatures.
I'm done.
With the ghast surprised, it is Ori's turn.
Woohoo! So Ori's going to hex the ghoul in the center, and then she is going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
When you said hex, were you doing your Hexblade's curse or the hex spell?
Hex spell.
Okay, because you're rolling the curse damage, not the hex
whoops.
damage.
Sorry. There. I'll just do that for now for the hex damage.
The nervous ghoul sitting on the rock in the center of the pond no longer has to worry about what might happen to it as the two Eldritch Blasts put it out of its misery.
Hopefully that'll disrupt whatever they're doing, if nothing else does.
No sacrifice to eat. That's always a good thing.
I guess I can move my hex now, so I'm gonna move it to this one right by Mimi.
Do you have to use I think you might have to use a separate bonus action to move it.
I think you're right. Never mind. I will do that on my next turn then. I am done.
With Ori killing the sacrifice, it is now Ash's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and run up to over here. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. I'm going to do it on this middle green one, and then I'm going to try to hit it with my longbow sharpshooter. 8.
That will miss even with your bless.
No.
With a 12.
All right. Yep. Okay. And then I will go ahead and try to hit it again, but this time just regular. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
And then it'll get Hunter's Mark of 1 additional damage. And that will be it.
That one has also now stopped its drumming as it's turned towards you, Ash. And now it is Mari who's last to go among the party.
Alright, I'm gonna run up 30 feet, see step the rest of the way, and as I come out of it, I'm gonna be swinging at this guy.
Nice.
13 just hits.
Okay. And then I will Divine Smite. 28 total. And then I'm gonna try and hit it again. Ugh.
Even while blessed, the bless will not help you in that one.
And that's my turn.
With Mari is easily able to hit the ghast with one divine smite, and the horrible stench coming off its body causes her to miss with her second swipe. So now we go to round 2 with Mimi starting us off again.
Mimi, turning to Michelmas, or Mickey as I've heard it called, said while winding up for another attack is up.
You know, the archaeologist in me really wants to know what is happening with this ritual for historical context, but the living being in me really thinks it is a good idea that we disrupt this. Quite a conflict, really.
And goes and swings in again with that pickaxe. And gets a 11 plus 14. All
that
right.
will hit.
2. I never do anything with my damage.
You have your favorite foe again.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. 7. Then let's again 13 plus whatever.
13 just hits.
7 and then
Okay, Barnable, you can do it. I believe in you.
yeah. That wasn't Mimi saying that. That was me.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah! Way to go! Woohoo!
Mimi jumps in the air off of Barnable's back in excitement.
Mimi very loudly cheers on Barnable as he's actually mauling the leg of the ghast this time, as the ghast is now very bloodied from those attacks.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Now go back to Mickey.
I'll call down Sacred Flames on the one in front of us.
Oh, sorry, before I missed something. Mimi, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 20 plus whatever.
Yeah, Mimi is able to avoid the stench of the ghasts. However, for Mickey is not, as Mickey is now poisoned until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Lucky for you, Sacred Flame does not matter if you're poisoned or not. The ghast will still take 13 points of radiant damage.
I need to do a con save for being near the one I'm near.
If you at the start of your turn, if you start within 5 feet of the ghast.
And then he also takes 5 more because of Cleric 8 now. So just put that in there.
Oh, yes, and that is enough, as Mickey and Mimi and Barnabold were all able to team up to kill off the first ghast.
Yay.
Yippee!
Any movement for your turn, Mickey?
Ash is heading off this way, so I'll go with Mari, hopefully. Yeah. Now I'm done.
Alright, the first ghast are going to move and dash towards Ash, since he is the closest one to them. This ghast is able to move up, and it will make a claw attack against you, Ash. That will hit for 8 points of slashing damage. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ouch.
That is a success. So as its claws rake into your side, you feel this paralyzing effect start to slow down your movements. You're able to shrug it off and resist the effect from the strange attack. So that will take us to Ori.
Do I need one for concentration on Hunter's Mark as well?
Oh, yes, you do.
Don't
Hunter's
have it.
Mark is now
But
gone.
you're blessed.
Oh.
That's right, so you need a 4.
Woohoo!
Hunter's Mark
there
is
we go.
still up.
I can't
Barely.
find a place to fireball that won't hit Ash, but will hit all 3 of these things. Dang nabbit.
Ash, become resistant to fire really fast.
If you just be a tiefling real quick.
Your name's Ash. You should be resistant to flame.
What kind of character design is this?
Last time I checked, wood becomes ash after it's on fire. That's not good.
But ash doesn't catch on fire itself. You can't catch ash on fire.
Maybe his name is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
You a phoenix.
Rise. Oh, heck. I'm just,
He's blessed if he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, I am going to, as my bonus action, I'm going to move. Alright, Ash, would you rather I hit 2 of these and miss you, or hit all 3 of these and hit you with Fireball?
I mean, do what you gotta do.
Okay, fine. Okay, you're gonna get hit.
Channeled Corvus.
So I'm gonna move my Hex to the, with my bonus action to this pink one here. And then I'm gonna Fireball.
Alright, so let's see a dex save from Ash, and the 3 ghasts are in there.
Again, just a reminder, it should be a 17 DC. And the one takes 1 necrotic.
The one who was hexed is no more, as it falls over, its body still in flames. The other ones are able to...
Can I Silvery Barbs actually, this one?
Yes.
Yes! And I will give advantage to Ash.
Cool.
Burn through level 1 spell slots.
With the second one of these ghasts gone, we now go to Ash, who was able to avoid most of the fireball, but still took 15 points of damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and just...
Oh, also, make a Constitution saving throw for the stench of the creatures.
Is the advantage thing for an attack or just the next check I make?
It can be for any d20 roll.
Okay.
In the next minute. You choose.
Okay.
I think you can pick which one it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not,
the
you can't
next roll.
choose, it's just
You
the
can't-
next roll you
sorry,
make.
It's the next one?
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought, so I was just
It's the
curious.
chosen creature, sorry. It's the chosen creature, that's what I was getting. Yes.
So,
Woohoo!
nat 20 on the con save.
Ash is easily able to resist
Oh.
retching up from the stench of the ghast.
I should also roll to see if I saved
Hunter's
for,
Mark, that's right.
Hunter's Mark.
Actually,
Which,
those
well,
would be your
yeah.
Hunter's Mark rolls. So,
Okay, yeah.
you actually do still have
saved-
Hunter's Mark up. However, you are poisoned for the next minute. Sorry.
I'm gonna use...
Oh,
I'm gonna use my
die? Okay.
inspiration dice just to see. 14.
That's enough. So Ash is no longer poisoned.
Okay. Alright, I didn't want to be poisoned. That's not fun. I'm going to go ahead and just move to this side, and then I'm gonna bonus action, move Hunter's Mark to this green one, and then I'm gonna try to hit with a sharpshooter attack.
Since you're blessed, that will hit.
16
Yep.
or 19 plus I get Hunter's Mark for an
And
extra
Colossus
1.
Slayer.
Okay. For another 5 total on top of the 19. And then I'll do the same thing again. I'll try to sharpshooter it. 17 to hit.
That will also hit. And with the second arrow, the 2 arrows hit it right into its shoulders. As it yells out in pain, it falls backwards. It's not getting up anytime soon.
Okay. And that will be it for me.
Okay, we now go to Mari. Mari, make a con save.
There we go.
Mari
A 5?
is not poisoned from the stench of the ghast.
Whew. Okay, I'm gonna move around behind this guy. I'm gonna attack him. For 12.
Yep, that will hit.
And then I'm gonna try again. 15.
That one will hit too. With a second swipe, that one falls over dead as well as Mari, with 2 strikes, cut off both of its arms.
And then I'm gonna bonus action, get a spell slot back. That's my turn.
The ghast will run forward and move closer to you. And with the 3 ghasts running forward, one of them is able to run up without dashing and will make a claw attack against you, Mari, which will miss as you're able to get your shield up in time to deflect its claws. That will take us to Mimi.
Mimi is going to once again go
Tally-ho!
and rush forward on Barnabald at 5, 10, 15, 20 feet and maul charge. Please, Barnabald, please.
Come on, Barn. Oh.
Oof.
You have a +6.
Barnabald is really trying, but appears he's having trouble with the stench of these ghasts.
Oh, poor Barney.
It's okay, Barnabald. You are a beautiful beast that is always valuable no matter what.
And scratches behind the ear before Moon picks. Okay. And that's 3.
Sorry, the
and...
idea of Mimi comforting Barnabald with one hand and attacking with the pickaxe in the other hand is just hilarious to me.
Okay. Good. Because they are hilarious. They are the best. Anyways, I made a little goblin that their whole thing is if you attack Barnabald, they would then go, "What?" No, you don't, because trained combatants. But anyways. Okay, and then another 4.
The ghast is looking very injured, but is still standing, despite the 2 good pickaxe whacks from Mimi.
Yep, that's it for the turn.
That will take us to Mickey now.
We'll just call down the Sacred Flame Fountain Red. Not
The
doing
ghast is
good.
able to avoid your sacred flames.
Stupid dexterousness.
How dare they?
You would think the rigor mortis would really hinder their dexterity.
All
Yeah.
these ancient
Just rude.
calisthenic equipment.
I'll run around behind and I'll be done.
Oh, make another con save, Mickey, to see if you can resist being
yeah.
poisoned again. You are no longer poisoned.
Yay.
But now the ghast, who just got whacked twice in the head from Mimi's pickaxe, is going to try to run away, which will provoke opportunity attacks from Ash, Mimi, and Barnabald.
These undead really never learn, do they?
Disadvantage with my longbow, I assume.
Yes.
There we go.
Yay!
The ghast takes 2 steps before it is hit by all 3 members of the party all at once and drops down onto the floor of the cave. With that, we go to Ori now.
Right. With my bonus action, I will move my hex. Is there one that looks worse off between these 2 here?
The 3 that are left have not taken any damage at all.
Great. Then I will move my hex to red, and I will fire off some Eldritch Blast. 16
Now that will hit.
plus that. Second beam. Ugh.
This.
Oh, right.
Their AC is 13, so that will hit.
Oh, heck yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Another 15.
The hex in the 2 Eldritch Blasts cause that ghast to be bloodied as it's looking around between you, Ori, along with Mari and Mickey trying to figure out who to attack first.
Got me, bro.
Aw. I feel like you're learning from Mari.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ori, with your passive insight, you have a feeling that the ghast does not understand common. But that will now take us to Ash.
Okay, how far away are these people here? Oh, plenty. Alright, I'm going to bonus action move my hunter's mark to the red one, and then I'm going to try to hit it with the sharpshooter attack from back here.
Get it. Take him out. Oh.
I miss. I don't think a 12 will hit it anyway.
That will miss even with Bless.
And then I'll just try it again, sharpshooter attack. 17 to hit.
That will hit, and after adding up all 50 billion of your extra ranger damage dice, it will fall over dead.
Nice.
50 million. That was only 10 extra.
Any other movement for your turn?
No, I think I'm good over here.
Okay, with 2 gas remaining, we now go to Mari.
So I didn't technically start my turn by right next to an alive one, so do I have to do a...
Once you pass the save against their stench, you're immune to it for 24 hours.
Love that. I am going to... Here? Attack the blue one. Because if I moved around it... Well, of course I could go... I was here, so I could go, like, here. Not get an opportunity attack. If I go...
Correct. Yeah, you can move there.
I'm gonna do that. And then attack it. 15 for 8.
Yep, that will hit.
You think I should be Divine Smiting? We have 2 spell slots left.
Yes.
Alright. Fine. Smite it. 14. And I will try and hit it again. 3 for another 13. Not gonna smite this one.
That gas is now clearly bloodied, but still standing, so it's going to turn around and try to swipe at you with its claws.
They'll hit.
They'll hit for 8 points of slashing damage, as Mari was a little slow on lifting up her shield to block it. You need to make a con save, too.
Ugh.
Which means Mari is now paralyzed. So the second gas will run up and make an attack with advantage with its mouth bite at you. But even with the advantage, it bites down on one of your shoulder plates and is unable to bite through your armor. So now it is Mimi's turn.
I'm just learning or reading up on how dashing my bear is. How my bear can dash. And it's like
dashing.
Yeah.
Even more than dash, perhaps.
Alright, so yeah, it's gonna move. So using dash bonus action for bear, bonus dash. Yay, yeehaw. Gonna charge over there, but can't use charge attack because used bonus action for charge for dashing. But whatever. Just dashing on over. Just stab with moon pick.
You got
15.
it. Your first attack will hit.
Okay. 3. And that, but oh, I'm blessed. Bless this mess. 13, yay.
That just hits.
2, and then I am going to, because you know what, we don't have a lot of them yet, I'm gonna invoke Fury of the Small.
Yeah.
And do 3 extra damage. So 8 damage total.
Even with your Fury of the Small, that one is still barely standing. With it now being surrounded, we go to Mickey.
Me again already. That was quick. I will do what I do and call down the Sacred Flame. Yeah, the blue and pink one was pretty hurt.
Nice.
As a failure, and this time, not only do the Sacred Flames for Mickey hit a gas, but is unable to avoid them as it falls over dead and slowly slides into the pool.
Come over here to cut off any retreat. I'm done.
Okay, Ori.
Alright, bonus action, moving my hex over to blue, then blasting. Great. Ow!
While Ori's first Eldritch Blast hit it right in its side, the second one aimed low and hit the water in the pool right next to it.
I guess I'll move a little closer. Get in Mari's aura, and then that'll be my turn.
Okay, Ash.
I am just going to bonus action, use steady aim, and then I'm going to try to sharpshooter the last guy over there. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Then get Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack for an extra 16 damage.
I love that.
It is barely standing.
Okay, and then I'm just going to do a regular old longbow attack at it for 15 more piercing.
How would Ash like to do this?
Woohoo!
I think as the ghast is, clinging on to life or unlife and trying to hit my friends, I can almost see the noxious cloud of gas and stench coming off of it, and I just, from across the pond, let the arrow fly true right into its neck and drop it to the ground.
Nice.
Ash, concentrating through the smell of death from the gas, is able to fire his arrow right into the neck of the gas. And as it lets out one final it falls over dead, also landing in the pool. However, the party do not have time to rest because they quickly see the body of that gas gets pulled underneath the water by a green tentacle.
Oh god. Pull me away from the edge.
Followed by the second gas that fell down into the pool, and the party suddenly sees a giant figure rise up from underneath the water. And the party sees the weird frog-like monstrosity with three obscene eyes that are sticking up not in its head, but through a single eye stalk.
Oh boy.
And as its 4 long tentacles reach out along with its long tongue all towards the party.
At least it's not a dragon.
And as Frohimi rises up out of the water, the 4 people closest to it realize that its tentacles have a 20-foot reach.
Oh boy.
So, Mari, what would you like to do?
I'm paralyzed, I can't do anything.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it was nice knowing everyone.
Oh, no, don't say that.
You can repeat the con save at the end of your turn.
It's just a DC 10, you can do that. Easy. Yeah.
Mari is no longer paralyzed as it moved forward with its tongue attack. It is going to attack you, Mari.
Hits.
Ooh.
So, Mari, you take 24 points of piercing damage.
Fine,
And as the tongue wraps around you, you get pulled into its mouth, and you're now swallowed by the Froghemoth.
So I've got a question.
Yes?
If I banish the Froghemoth, does Mari go with it?
Yes, she would.
Okay.
Don't do it, Mickey.
Hold.
Do it.
She just gotta do 20 damage to it.
Yes, but right after it makes its bite attack, it makes 2 tentacle attacks. So let's go 1 at Mickey and 1 at Barnabold. So first at Mickey. Barnabold looks the most tasty.
No!
So Barnabold will hit for 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oops, I was muted. I was saying, guess what? Mounted combatants. Mimi then just in one swoop, just like holding onto a handle on the saddle, just swoops down with the shield and cling! Knocks that tentacle back using air AC, which is 21.
I love that.
The Froghemoth will then use its tongue to try and force Ori closest to it. So Ori, make a strength saving throw.
Oh, good. My favorite. Even with bless, it's gonna fail.
So Ori is pulled closer to the giant Frohimi. So it'll take us to Mimi.
I see the name. I get it with the name anyway. But that's meta, though. Our characters don't need this.
I wonder if this is the Frohimi we heard of. Anyways, not important at the moment, even though this is technically history in action. Never mind.
And just
Inside you hear a garbled, just hit it.
Yeah, sorry.
swings forward. Thankfully is blessed. Oh.
12 will miss.
Oh well.
As you're unable to
Alright.
cut through its natural armor.
Well, that's not gonna. Okay, well.
It's all up to you, Barnabald.
And going to maul. Alright.
That one will hit.
Yay. 11 damage.
With Barnabold getting some retribution, that will take us to Mickey's turn.
I am going to drop less and cast slow.
That might be a good idea.
Unfortunately for Mickey, the
How did you
giant
get it?
Frohimi is able to resist the slowing effect.
21. Is that?
Doesn't get my +3.
If I move, I'll be getting an opportunity attack. So I will.
Actually, you
I'll-
can technically move within 20 feet of it and still not escape its tentacle reach.
That 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep, you're still technically in melee range.
And I guess I'm done. Now it's a bad turn.
Okay, that will take us to Ori.
Okay. I guess move my hex. Bonus action move hex to Frohimi. And I just don't think Hunger of Hadar would be worth it, really. So if I step back and I'm still within its range, but it's no longer in my melee range, do I still have disadvantage on ranged attacks against it?
No, you would not.
So I guess Ori will step back then. And Eldritch Blast it.
That will hit.
27.
Ori takes a few steps back as she fires off 2 Eldritch Blasts, which hit it right in its eyes. It lets out a loud
Let
giant-
go of Mari, you freak!
Unfortunately, with your passive insight, it appears that the Frohimi also does not understand common.
Dummy. That'll be all.
With that, we now go to Ash.
I'm going to bonus action steady aim to give myself advantage, and then I'm going to try to sharpshooter this thing. 19 to hit,
That will hit.
or 21 piercing plus Colossus Slayer and sneak attack,
Woo!
so 33, and then I'll try to hit it again with a normal longbow attack for an extra 12.
Do you want to move it all for your turn or stay where you are?
I can't. I use steady aim.
Oh, that's right, steady aim. One of these days I'll remember that. With Ash taking steady aim and firing 2 arrows into the side of the giant frog creature, we now go to Mari, who, at the start of her turn, takes 8 points of acid damage.
Start of the Froghemith's turn. Not my turn.
Oh, you are right about that. So you do not take the acid
Nice.
damage.
I've been reading it very carefully.
Do so much damage to it, Mari.
So I'm going to try and hit it. It's at disadvantage because I'm blinded, but 15.
That will just miss.
Oh, I still blessed.
No.
No,
I
bless
had
is
to
down.
drop it, so I was trying to
Again?
slow it so it could only attack one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. 24,
That one will hit.
Woo!
15, and then I'm going to use a smite because if I
Yeah.
hit it with 20 damage, something happens.
It has to make a con check.
Con save.
Is it undead or fiend?
It is not. It's a monstrosity.
Doing it at 2nd level.
Get it? Yes!
Yep.
So it makes a DC 20 something check, con check, I think.
Con save, I think.
Yeah, save.
Haha!
Oh, I was gonna use silvery barbs.
The Froghemith
was.
just misses, and with that, the party sees the frog creature. With a loud, weird ribbit, Mari plops down onto the cavern floor and slides down right in front of Ori.
Oh, Mari, are you
Babe.
okay?
I'm good.
Oh, God.
You still have your movement for your turn and your bonus action.
Let's see here. I think I'm
You are prone on the ground.
I'm prone. Okay, so I'm just gonna stand up, and then that's it.
The Froghemith is getting really annoyed by all of you, so first it's going to use its bite attack on you, Mimi.
Alright.
They'll hit for 18 points of piercing damage, as you are now swallowed by the frog Hemoth.
Whoops.
With you swallowed, it's going to make 2 tentacle attacks. First at Mari, and then one at Ori. First on Mari.
How you doing, Mari?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Mari takes 20 points of bludgeoning damage, is now grappled.
Well, that's fine.
So your
This is
attack
an
at Ori will crit.
Wait.
Silvery barbs.
Has it been 10 minutes? The start of the first fight? Because she has protection from evil
Well,
and
that's
good.
concentration. Have you been rolling
Oh,
concentration?
I haven't been rolling con.
You're
I'm
going
not
to
gonna
Silvery
lie.
Barbs a crit?
Yeah, I'm gonna silvery barbs the crit. That's a miss. Oh, that's a hit. Shoot. I almost missed. Just a hit.
Almost is.
So Ori also takes 25 points of bludgeoning damage, as Mari and Ori are now grappled.
It does take 10 cold damage from my armor of Agathis. And I'm out of temporary hit points.
The final thing on its turn is going to use its tongue ability to force Mickey to make a strength saving throw.
13.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Wait, what? No. Oh,
Oh,
As Mickey is now pulled right in front of it.
I'm not within the aura. Shoot.
Sorry, I should have moved further so I was back.
With half the party grappled and one member of the party swallowed, it is now Mimi's turn.
So Mimi gets yanked into the mouth like,
shoot.
and you just hear from the inside. But seeing that, okay, Barnabald is going to. Okay, if you are incapacitated, beast can take action of its choice, not just would this count as it can take an action of its choice? Because I'm incapacitated, kind of, right?
You are.
Yeah, so, okay, Barnabald enters defensive mode and is like, no, that is my friend.
Wait, actually, if you're restrained, you're not technically incapacitated.
Oh, you're just blinded. Yeah.
Okay, can I still command from inside?
Yes, you can command Barnabald to make one attack with your bonus action.
Okay, yes, well, it's Barnabald on their own is going... And Barnabald understands that means attack, and is going to, with that, okay, it's going to back up 20 feet, and then is going to rush forward 20 feet, attempting to do a maul with a charge. Please, Barnabald, please, no! Barnabald, why?
It appears that Barnabald is too distraught by Mimi being swallowed by this creature.
You have +6, Barnabald, why?
Honey.
Oh well, Mimi is going to attempt from within to do something. Attempt to slash at disadvantage from within. So 16, do I hit from within?
That one will hit.
And I'm marking this as my favored foe. My last favored foe. Adding a 6, I'm gonna use another attack of the, or fury of the small, and where'd that go? You know, that makes an additional 3.
That's extra 3, right?
Yeah, so that's
11.
11. Okay, gonna attack once more. Okay, 12 doesn't, or 6 doesn't hit, I'm guessing. Well, I thought it was disadvantage.
12 is the first one, but that will still miss. Your first attack would not have hit.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh, well, I didn't roll for a second one, so let's see if the second attack hit then. That's 6, and oh wait, no, then that wouldn't have hit either. Never mind. I played myself. None of that happens then.
With Mimi being blinded and restrained within the belly of this creature, you're having a very hard time getting any worthwhile attacks in.
Okay, and that is it.
That will take us to Mickey.
Do I think this guy speaks common or abyssal or celestial?
With your passive insights, after Ori gave a classic Mari-like retort to it, you would know that it does not understand common, but as for the other languages, you have no idea.
Okay. Does this pond qualify as at least, what does it say again? A body of water at least 25 feet, at least 50 feet square and 25 feet deep?
Yes.
Then cast Troll Water, and I make it a whirlpool.
Oh.
So he's got to make a strength save or take 2d8 damage.
Mimi's a one-off character. They're expendable.
No! Mimi is precious and good and pure. It's lovely.
I'm thinking that it's going to affect the frog and not Mimi. Is it going to affect both of them?
Mickey has no idea, but Joe would be able to know that Mimi has total cover from all spells and effects outside of the Froghemoth.
Okay.
So while the Froghemoth is able to resist some effects from that, it still takes half damage. That's turn then, Mickey?
I'll walk back again. Now I'm done.
After the party sees the giant whirlpool form in the pond, we now go back to Ori. You are grappled by the creature right now.
Can I still cast Eldritch Blast grappled?
Yes, you can. Your speed is just 0, so you can't move.
Oh, okay. Then I just am gonna cast Eldritch Blast. I think, I'm so low on spell slots. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, I think. Oh. 17.
While one Eldritch Blast goes wide, probably from Ori being surprised by the giant whirlpool that suddenly formed, trying to control the Froghemoth. One of the Eldritch Blasts will hit it.
Oh, shoot. I forgot. I was meant to give myself advantage with, Delivery Barbs. Can I just roll for the crit?
Sure.
That first Eldritch Blast hit. Okay, so just one hit, no crit. That's all for me.
With Ori unable to do anything besides throw more Eldritch Blasts, we now go back to Ash.
Well, what I've been doing is working, so I'm gonna bonus action, steady aim, and sharpshooter this thing.
Do it!
Yes!
Woohoo!
No Hunter's Mark, but I get Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack. For an extra 24 damage on top of the 29. And then I'll just do a normal longbow attack for my second one. 19 to hit.
How would Ash like to do this?
Yeah!
I just see those stupid little tentacly eyes on the top of its head, and I just right through the middle one.
Get it!
With the rest of the party completely unaware of where Ash is at this moment, they suddenly see an arrow fly out of nowhere, cutting through and piercing straight through the center eye on the creature. And as it stops moving, its tongue slowly hangs out of its mouth before it falls over forward with a loud plop right on the edge of the pool as its body slowly gets pulled into the whirlpool.
Nice.
It does Mimi come out?
I get pulled in too.
Oh, what, Mimi! Mickey, stop the whirlpool!
I use my action to switch to the parched water one, so that I create a trench of water, and then I can use that to open up the way to the Froghemoth for now. Frohimi.
Mimi will take 8 points of acid damage before rescued out of the Froghemoth.
No, resistant armor. Absorb elements, I mean. Okay. No, there's no point to do that. I'll just take the damage.
But the party is able to reach the Froghemoth and pull Mimi out, who has taken a little bit of acid damage, but for the most part is fine.
That was something.
While I still have control of the water, I'll keep that trench and swing the trench all the way around that pool. Is there any chest underneath there? Is that where the chest is hidden?
Any swords?
I think so.
Yes,
they said it was in a pool.
Yes, using your control water to part the water and move it around, you do see a stone chest on the bottom of the pool.
Yes.
Can I go grab it and pull it out so that he doesn't have to hold the water?
Yes, you can. With Mari running down and picking up the chest, does feel quite heavy.
Do you need some help there? I could
use a little help.
grab it.
I can help too. So, okay.
With everyone helping Mari pull out the long chest, it definitely looks like, while it is rather skinny, it is very long and tall. It definitely looks like it can hold 2 large swords. As party looks at it, it appears that there is a lock on it, but it appears to be quite rusty at this point.
Is it a magic lock, or can I try to pick it?
You can try to pick it if you'd like.
All right. I mean, we could smash it later too, but 12?
I just smash it.
Ash is not quite able to pick the lock, mostly because of it is quite old and rusty at this point, but Mari is easily able to smash the lock off. And as Mari lifts up the top of the chest and opens it up, the party sees inside the chest is completely full of water. And sitting in the water are two incredibly rusty swords, which look like they're entirely made out of rust.
Huh. Are these magic?
Huh.
Do we have the detect magic thing?
I mean, I can use my last charge.
I can try the wand of identification on one. Like, I have 2 charges left.
Sure, might as well use. Well, whatever. Use one of
them
those.
at least.
Yeah,
see.
sure.
Tried on one of the swords, whichever one's top or closest to me or whatever.
Mari uses her wand of identification on the first sword, and as she does so, it appears that sword is not magical.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't think these are it.
Is this a prank?
As Ori mentions a prank, the party suddenly realizes that Dash, at this point, is running around barking, and as they look over, it appears that he's chasing a random fly that's in this area. As the fly darts over towards the party, it suddenly expands and morphs into that of an ancient copper dragon.
I knew it!
As Riyellis lets out a loud,
You sure got us.
all of you totally fell for that.
Well, that explains the dragon energy in the area.
Mimi's
Sure
stuttered,
does.
incredibly surprised, in the midst of wiping off slime.
Wait, so is this Umbra thing fake then, or is that real?
With Ori asking about Umbra, Riyellis will look over directly towards you, Ori, with a confused look on his face and ask, I'm sorry, what's an Umbra?
There's like a demon that's referenced on the cave paintings. I wasn't sure if that was part of your prank or not, like the whole weird culty cave paintings or not.
Riyellis turns his head back toward the passageway into this room, then back towards you, Ori, and says, Oh, that was here long before I hid those rusty old swords in the bottom of the lake. I have no idea what that's about.
Uh-huh.
But you should have
Right.
seen the look at all of your faces when the frog Hemoth rose out of the water. Oh, it was magnificent. You never expected it.
Well, you didn't see our faces,
the
did
look
you?
on our faces.
Of course I did. I was polymorphed as a fly watching you the entire time.
Uh,
Huh. Alright.
Well, I mean, I will give it to you. You sure pulled a number on us. We were fooled. Definitely way better than Ravinarde could have ever fooled us.
You got that right.
Well, you care to help us out of this cave? Otherwise, I need to take a rest.
Well, you got down here just fine without too many nicks. You should be okay finding your way out.
Any chance we could get negotiate getting those swords from your hoard?
They even exist.
Do you actually think I would give up such powerful items out of my personal hoard to the first people who wander in and ask about it?
No. But I thought you might give them to the first people who wandered in and asked for it and give you a beautiful show.
Well, tell you what, while most of you are not, well, most of you can take a joke and do enjoy some fine humor in this world, why don't I continue hanging on to them as I have done and always have done since they came into my possession, and should the time come when some second fracture war actually begins, I will consider at that time lending them out.
I think the fracture war is already starting. Fractures are appearing everywhere.
Well, just because there's fractures doesn't mean there's a war now, is there?
Okay, what qualifies to you as a fracture war then?
Well, has the king declared a war?
You think the king is gonna be the one who actually declares a war?
Well, I mean,
he's
how...
trying to deny the existence of the fractures in the first place. He's gonna declare a war at the last possible moment, when it might be too late.
Who declared war in the first fracture war? Or was it just a war that nobody declared a war?
Well, if I remember right, back in my
doubtful.
day, I believe it was an orc barbarian clan leader named Demo who was the first person to start the Fracture War.
Can I declare war right now, and then you give us the swords?
I'm
I declare
afraid
war.
that's not quite how that's going to work, but
It's
should you actually find a need for the Avenger and the Defender, come to me again and I may be able to be persuaded as long as you provide the Roast of Ravinarde Part 2, because I am curious on whether you take my advice to heart and actually find a nice way to improve and perfect your performances.
I have a proposition for you. How about you give us one of the swords, and you keep the other one to hold on to and protect, just in case we need one while these fractures are still going on. We're trying to close them and fight them. Maybe it's not a full-blown war yet, but we could definitely use the help.
Make a persuasion check, Ash.
Can I give you my DM? Oh,
Riyellis thinks for a moment and says, I will pass on that, but if the war does start on a later date, you will know where I am. As he leans over towards you, Ash, and gives you a wink and says, oh, also, Deo has blessed me with true sight, so yes, I can see all of you just perfectly as long as you're within a certain range of me. Gotcha there, ha 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 ha.
well, at least you actually were able to appreciate the costume.
Oh yes, it was quite comical. But until the second war starts, if it ever does start, I guess it's my time to say farewell. So, farewell! And with that, the party watches as Riyellis shrinks down and polymorphs back into a fly before buzzing out of the passageway.
Magic missile on the fly.
No, don't do it!
Do it.
Magic missile on the fly! I said what I said!
How many darts are you sending?
Well, it's 3 per cast, isn't it, huh? Gotcha.
I dash.
Hey, if he can send us into danger, I can break his fly polymorph form.
Riyellis, not expecting that in the slightest, lands hard on his stomach and slides into his head into the passageway before his shoulders and wings stop him from getting in further. We look
Maybe
back
my next show will be the Roast of Riyellis.
We look back at Ori with a very angry look. He slowly gets back onto his paws and stalks over towards you with his head leaning down right in front of you. But then he gives a big toothy grin and starts laughing. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I guess we are even on the joke front.
Yep, I would say so. Have a good one.
You too. And with that, he will polymorph again into a fly and start flying out of the passageway.
I am out of first level spell slots now, so I couldn't even if I wanted to. Well, I mean, I could, but I'm not going to spend a third level spell slot for a second.
And we could go get the swords then.
Interesting.
Well, that was a waste of time and effort.
So,
Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he'll give it to us if whatever real war is actually breaks out.
so, Mimi, who had been standing there first, incredibly startled looking to see a fly turn into a dragon, and then just slowly and slowly more and more, if you look down, kind of getting smaller and smaller, just kind of awkward looking, because just very clearly with I am not involved in this. I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm in the middle of something that I'm not supposed to be here.
Aw.
I'm not. No, not like that. As in,
Yeah.
like, well, like when people have a very like conversation about a thing in front of you, and it becomes a thing, and you're like, well, I'm not involved in this.
Yeah.
I'm missing key pieces of this situation. Kind of like, well, this is awkward. And even so,
Well, well, it sounds like you folks are, gonna be heading on out of the cave. I just want to, well, I still have some more business around here to do, but, I just want to say it's been a, pleasure to be working with you. Well, maybe I'll run into you again at, well, hopefully, what I've revealed, I guess, well, thank you also for letting me experience history as it happened.
Gesturing over to the giant beast.
I guess part of the ritual now makes sense, though there still are some parts that are quite mysterious as they correlate to things that aren't quite in this cave. Have to do a study if they just happen to be things located in the same area, or if this beast has something to do with Umbra or not. But also, it sounds like I have some research to do on if your words that were exchanged with the dragon were true. Some research that may be more pertinent to upcoming events to get into researching to see, to see if they can be used anyway. Because you gotta learn from the past in order to not let it repeat itself.
Indeed. Well put, Mimi, and well fought and well met. It was nice to meet you and Barnabald. I know
it was. Yes, and Barnabald says it was a pleasure to meet you too.
Barnabald has turned to face you again and put out a paw like a dog wanting to shake hands.
Aww. Well, I shake his hand with both of mine, and there's so little in his paw, and it's very good.
I can't speak with animals, and I will say, I don't know if this will work on Barnabald, but I will say thank you for helping us fight. I know you tried your best, even though you'd never really hit anybody. You did a good job.
Barnabald just turns away and refuses to speak.
Oh.
Ori gives like a big hug around Barnabald's neck.
And Barnabald gives a licking kiss as Mimi gets on Barnabald's back.
I really hate to say goodbye, but
until next time.
Until next time, yes. Maybe my research could be of service to you sometime, or keep your eyes out for papers of historical relevance, maybe concerning the name Umbra, just in case they come across anything. Yes. Hopefully.
I do have a feeling Umbra will be relevant to us again, unfortunately. So, yes.
Well, then I have work to get on right now.
Take care, both of you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, working with you. Good luck in your studies, investigation.
Thank you. Good luck on getting those swords from the dragon, or wherever your journey may lead you next.
You too.
Yes, wherever your journey may lead you next. I'm sure it will not always result in a prank from a dragon.
Hopefully not.
So they are, historically speaking, they are known for their pranksterous ways, but yes. Maybe look for some legendary swords in different benefactors' arms.
Yep.
But yes, it was a pleasure meeting you, and I'll be on my way.
Oh no, it's turned into a Minnesota goodbye.
All right, safe travels. And Mari starts walking away.
They start walking the same way as you.
Oh wait, I suppose we'll go a different way. Okay. Yeah, maybe
as the
there's
party
some more.
laughs at the awkward goodbye, it fades to black for this episode, and we're gonna end here.
Yes.
All right.
It was fun to play with you, Berms.
Thank you for coming, Berms.
Thank you so much for joining us, Berman.
If you need Mimi again for whatever reason, let me know and I'll see if it'll work out that week.
Sounds good.
That'd be fun.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We will see you next week.